The Evil Dead is a horror movie classic, renowned for its innovative approach to filmmaking and its lasting impact on the genre. At its core, The Evil Dead is a story about a group of friends who venture into the woods and stumble upon an ancient book, the Necronomicon, unleashing a demonic force that possesses and torments them. In this video, I wanted to cover the origin of the Evil Dead franchise, especially considering the new movie Evil Dead Rises is just released. Now, this might be my most controversial and hottest take that I have when it comes to classic horror, and especially surrounding the Evil Dead franchise. But I think that the original, The Evil Dead, is the best installment in all of the Evil Dead franchise. Yeah, I know, I get it, okay? But Matt, what about Evil Dead 2? Yeah, I didn't like it. So sue me. The only good part of that movie is when Ash says, groovy. Nah, I'm just joking. I don't actually like the movie that much, but I just felt like I connected to the original, like, just so much more. Anyways, in this video, I wanted to talk about the original, The Evil Dead, and go into the story, the characters, and the visual style, and really focus in on why I think this is one of the best classic 80s horror movies. Welcome. My name is Matt, and this is Understanding Cinema. The movie begins with 5 friends arriving at a remote cabin in the woods for a weekend getaway. As they explore their surroundings, they discover the Necronomicon hidden in the basement. The friends listen to a recording left by the previous owner of the cabin, in which he warns them not to read the book. Of course, they ignore this warning and begin reading from the book, unleashing the demonic force. The first victim of the demonic force is Cheryl, the quiet and reserved member of the group. She becomes possessed after hearing strange noises outside and is attacked by a tree. The remaining friends try to escape in the car, but find that the bridge leading back to civilization has been destroyed. They are trapped in the cabin with the possessed Cheryl and must fight to survive. As the group tries to find a way to stop the demonic force, they are attacked one by one. Scotty is killed by the possessed Cheryl, and Linda becomes possessed as well. Ash discovers that the only way to stop the demonic force is to dismember the possessed bodies and bury them. Ash battles the possessed Linda, struggling to keep her at bay while he prepares to dismember her. This scene is one of the most iconic in the movies, as Linda's possessed form taunts and tortures Ash in a variety of gruesome ways. Ash finally manages to dismember Linda and bury her remains. He then sets out to do the same to the possessed Cheryl and Shelley. The final showdown between Ash and the possessed Cheryl is intense and brutal, with Ash using every resource at his disposal to defeat the demonic force. In the end, Ash is the only survivor of the demonic possession. The Evil Dead is a story of survival against impossible odds, a tale of how ordinary people can be pushed to the brink of their physical and emotional limits. The movie's use of practical effects, innovative camera techniques, and memorable characters all contribute to its lasting impact on the horror genre. At its heart, The Evil Dead is a story about the darkness that lurks within us all, waiting to be unleashed. The Evil Dead is a film that required its actors to push themselves to the limits, both physically and emotionally. Each character is forced to confront their deepest desires and fears, as they face the demonic possession that threatens to destroy them. Ellen Sandweiss, who plays Cheryl, delivers a standout performance as the first victim of the demonic force. Sandweiss portrays Cheryl as a shy and vulnerable woman, making her transformation into a possessed monster all the more terrifying. Hal Darich, who plays Scotty, brings a sense of bravado to the role, making it all the more shocking when he is killed by the possessed Cheryl. His death sets the tone for the rest of the movie, as the friends realize they are in a fight for their lives. Betsy Baker, who plays Linda, is another standout in the film. She plays the character with a sweetness and vulnerability that makes her possession all the more heartbreaking. Her transformation into a demon is one of the most disturbing scenes in the whole movie. Sarah York, who plays Shelley, her death scene, in which she is killed by Ash after being possessed, is one of the most shocking and disturbing moments in the film. And Bruce Campbell's performance as Ash is the heart and soul of The Evil Dead. His battle with the possessed Linda is a highlight of the movie, as he struggles to keep her at bay while preparing to dismember her. Campbell's physical performance in the movie is also noteworthy. He spends a significant amount of time covered in blood and gore, and he throws himself into the action with a level of commitment that is rare in horror movies. The final shot of the movie is a testament to Campbell's performance. He manages to convey both exhaustion and triumph, as if he has been through a traumatic experience that has changed him forever. The performances in The Evil Dead are a key reason why the movie has endured for so long. Each actor brings something unique to their role, and the chemistry between their characters is palpable. The fact that the actors were relatively unknown at the time of filming adds to the sense of authenticity and rawness that permeates the movie. The Evil Dead is a horror movie classic that continues to influence and inspire filmmakers to this day. Its characters and performances are just as important to its legacy as its special effects and scares. This movie's exploration of the dark and dangerous side of the human nature, as well as the power of friendship and survival, are what make it a timeless classic. From the opening shot of the cabin in the woods to the final shot of the Necronomicon burning, the movie is a masterclass in cinematography and visual style. The movie begins with a shot of the cabin in the woods, which sets the tone for the entire film. The cabin is isolated, decrepit, and foreboding. The long shot of the cabin serves to establish a sense of unease and dread before the first scare even happens. One of the most striking shots in the film is the POV shot of the demonic force as it rushes through the woods towards the cabin. The camera is low to the ground, and the movement is fast and disorienting. This shot is a visceral representation of the demonic force and its relentless pursuit of its victims. The use of shadows and darkness is a key element of the Evil Dead's visual style. In the scene where Scotty is killed by the possessed Cheryl, the lighting is low, and the shadows are deep. The darkness serves to obscure the demonic force and create a sense of claustrophobia and tension. The use of color is another key element of the film's visual style. The color scheme reflects the demonic force and its power to consume and destroy. The camera work in The Evil Dead is also noteworthy. The use of handheld camera work in the film is a testament to Sam Raimi's directorial ability to create a sense of urgency and chaos. The special effects in The Evil Dead are legendary, and the use of practical effects adds to the film's visual style as well. The scene where Ash dismembers the possessed bodies is a masterclass in practical effects, as the camera lingers on the bloody carnage in extreme close-ups. The use of practical effects in the film adds to the sense of realism and grittiness. The use of camera movement is also noteworthy. In the scene where the camera moves through the cabin, the movement is slow and deliberate, allowing the audience to take in the details of the cabin and various objects inside. The camera movement adds to the sense of unease and foreboding that permeates the film. The final shot of the movie, with Ash walking down the road, is a testament to the film's visual style. The shot is a powerful visual representation of Ash's triumph and the destruction that has been left behind. The Evil Dead is a masterpiece of classic horror, with its well-crafted story and its amazing group of actors that deliver exceptional performances. The characters are fleshed out and multidimensional, which creates a palpable chemistry between all of them. The film's visual style is just striking, with the use of shadows, color, camera movement, and practical effects that create such a sense of unease and dread. All of these elements come together to create a horror movie that is both terrifying and memorable. The Evil Dead has solidified itself as one of the best classic horror films of all time. The Evil Dead has earned its place amongst the classic horror genre, and I think it will remain there for a long, long time. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This was a really fun video to make, and it really made me appreciate the film more the second and third time that I watched it over. I'm curious to what you guys think about this film. Are you like me and think that this one is the best? Or are you like all of those so-called free thinkers who like The Evil Dead 2? Nah, I'm just joking, but seriously, let me know what you think about the Evil Dead franchise. I haven't seen the remake or the new one, but I've heard some pretty good things about them, so if you want me to do a video on one of those, let me know. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you really like videos like this, in-depth kind of analyses of movies, I highly recommend you go check out my last video that I did on The Lighthouse. That one took me so long, and I put a lot of effort into it, and it would really mean a lot if you went and checked that one out. If you want to support me, go follow me on Patreon, or you can follow me on Twitter, or just check out the community page. I post a lot pretty frequently, letting people know when I have new videos, so it's a great way to stay connected with the channel. Once again, thank you for watching. My name is Matt, and this is Understanding Cinema. Peace!